Hey guys, hope you're doing well. The anime awards came out a while back from Crunchyroll, and I have some thoughts. So I did a stream a while back reacting to the winners, and I was kind of mixed at the time, but I kind of just want to make this video to like summarize my thoughts in regards to the winners, because they were kind of interesting. But I remember going on socials in regards to how people feel about it, and like it really got toxic. So this video is just gonna be me just going through each of the categories and just giving my thoughts on each of the winners. Alright, so to start off, Solo Leveling won Anime of the Year. I think my vote for this category was Delicious in Dungeon, and it also won over Dandadan, Kaiju Number 8, Apothecary Diaries, and Frieren. I think this was the main issue with the award this year. I saw Frieren winning this, especially with how the show was like presented. It had almost everything. Like, it wasn't my personal favorite, but I thought this show was gonna win it. But I was actually kind of surprised that Solo Leveling won it, especially since this is in regards to like the first season. Well, like, it was still good, but I wouldn't call it the best show of the year good. So it's kind of interesting, because like, if you were to compare this first season compared to the second season that came out recently this year, like, it's night and day in regards to how the story is and the animation and stuff. But yeah, this was like the main category that a lot of people got upset over, and I can see why, because if you weren't going to give Frieren, they would give it to at least one of these two. Dandadan was really popular. Delicious in Dungeon is probably my favorite out of all of these. I didn't watch Kaiju Number 8, and Apothecary Diaries I think is a bit too niche for it to get that award. I personally voted for Delicious in Dungeon, but I feel like Frieren should have got it. So the next category, Film of the Year, it went to Look Back. I think I also voted for it. It came in over Haikyuu, Momonoke, The Colors Within, Spy Family, and My Hero. I think this is the obvious choice. I just think that like this movie is just the best in terms of like animation, storytelling, the art style, themes, the music. Like, I really recommend you watch this movie if you haven't as yet. Now we have Best Continuing Series. Demon Slayer won it over Bleach, My Hero Academia, Spy Family, Oshinoko, and One Piece. To be honest, this actually kind of surprised me, because I remember a lot of people hating this season of Demon Slayer specifically. I voted for Bleach because I thought this was the strongest out of all of these, with My Hero being the second option. So that kind of surprised me. I know some people would advocate for One Piece, but it's not like the other shows where they have it in seasons. One Piece is just one of those shows that's like never ending. So I would just disqualify it. I personally think that's cheating, but yeah, I'm kind of surprised Demon Slayer won this, considering that this is like the weakest season that they have so far. But yeah, that's just me. Best New Series, Solo Leveling won this. I'm not mad at this. It came in over Dandadan, Delicious in Dungeon, Frieren, Apothecary Diaries, and Kaiju Number 8. I feel like you could have it as a toss-up. I think in terms of like potential and how big it got, I'm okay with Solo Leveling winning this. Best Original Anime, no. I don't know how this won this category, because like a lot of people were hyped about it at first, but then the whole internet like meltdown after they saw how bad the last few episodes were, especially since the animation just went left. But I didn't watch the other shows, so I can't really speak on them. But I'm surprised that this won it though. Best Animation going to Demon Slayer. Again, I feel like this is kind of cheating though compared to the other stuff that we have. My vote went to Delicious in Dungeon. I just liked how well-rounded the animation was, just in regards to like the level of detail that they put into like different scenes in the show. You can also make the argument for Dandadan or Frieren especially. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised Demon Slayer got this. From what I remember, they didn't really do much in that season, but that's just me. Best Character Design going to Dandadan. I'm okay with this. I like the character designs in Dandadan. It's very distinct, and I feel like it helps make the show itself pop. And it won over Delicious in Dungeon. That would probably be my runner-up. Demon Slayer, Frieren, Kaiju Number 8, and Apothecary Diaries. But I'm okay with Dandadan winning this. Best Director going to Keiichiro Saito. Sorry if I butchered that. From Frieren. I'm satisfied with this. Frieren was directed really well, especially episode by episode. Like, you can't really complain about this. And if not her, I would also give it to Megami Ishitani for the One Piece fan letter. Like, I remember when that came out, it just made me more appreciative of the show and everything that it did over the years. Best Background Art going to Frieren. Again, I'm not mad. Best Romance went to Blue Box. I didn't watch any romance this year, well, last year, so I can't really speak on this. Best Comedy went to Marshall, and it came in over Dungeon Meshi, Konosuba, Spy Family, Ranma and a Half, and My Dear Nodokan. yeah, this was my vote for it. Marshall is actually like a really funny show, and I think Spy Family would have been a good runner-up. I wasn't really that crazy into Konosuba this year. I'm okay with Marshall winning this. Best action going to Solo Leveling. This one I'm okay with, but I think I voted for Bleach. I just really like the fights in that season. Or you could also make a shot for Dungeon Meshi and Frieren. This one over Dandadan, Demon Slayer, Windbreaker. I've heard of this, but I haven't watched it. And Kaiju number 8. Best Isekai. ReZero won this. I didn't watch ReZero. That's because I dropped it actually. And it won over Jobless Reincarnation, Konosuba, Shangri-La, Suicide Squad. And that time I got reincarnated as a slime. I mean, I can't really speak on this. That last season of Jobless Reincarnation was kind of slow, except for like the last parts, and I just wasn't feeling Konosuba. I'm kind of indifferent to ReZero winning this. We have Best Drama. I don't know how to feel about this because I don't interpret Frieren as a drama. I interpret Frieren more as a slice of life or a fantasy show, so I'm kind of confused on that. I thought this was going to go to Apothecary Diaries. Kind of weird. It's kind of weird seeing Frieren for drama. And it won over Dead Demons. I can't even pronounce that. Pluto, Oshinoko, and A Sign of Affection. It's like, I don't agree with this. I personally thought Apothecary Diaries should win this, but we move. Best Slice of Life went to Makine. I haven't watched any of these, so I can't really speak on it. Best Main Character went to Song Jinwoo from Solo Leveling. I don't think I will give it to Jinwoo yet. Like maybe for the second season of Solo Leveling. I personally voted for Frieren. I kinda disagree with this, but I'm also kinda seeing a pattern now. I need to know where Solo Leveling got this PR from. Best Supporting Character went to Fern from Frieren. I'm okay with this. I voted for Senshi because I like Senshi a lot, but I'm okay with her winning. Must protect at all costs. I just feel like Anya is just never gonna lose this. So Anya won this over Frieren, Okarun, Yuki, Hojo, and Senshi. I think I voted for Senshi in this. Although he is grown and can protect himself, there's not much I can do against this child. So we move. Best Anime Song. This went to Otonoke from Dandadan. I'm not too familiar with the other songs except for Bling Bang Bang Born from Marshall because I really like that song, so that's what I voted for. I'm not familiar with the others, so I can't really speak on this. Best Score went to Solo Leveling. I know Sawano produced this, but I don't know. I think my vote went to Bleach because I really like the music that they used in the recent season. It's composed by Shiro Sagasu. A personal highlight of mine would be that rendition of Torn Apart that they used in the Bass B versus Asphalt fight. Like, that was amazing. Best opening sequence went to Otonoke from Dandadan. Not that mad. Don't really care that much. Best ending sequence went to Solo Leveling. I don't mind. Best voice performance for Japanese went to Ayuki from Apothecary Diaries. I'm not mad. I think my vote for this was Sayaka Senbongi. She voice acted as Marcel. I really liked her performance. I'm okay with Yuki winning this though. Best VA performance in English. This went to Alex Lee. I'm okay with this. He was really good as Jinwoo. My vote went for Song Woo Cho as Senshi. And there's also like a shot for Jesse James Grell as Armin. But I'm okay with Alex Lee winning this. Alright, and those are like all the awards. I guess if anything, I'm seeing a pattern now. I think I can understand the frustration, especially with that bias towards Solo Leveling. Like, this is what I would expect to happen next year, not this year. I'm wondering if they use a lot of bias from season 2 to influence a lot of the choices for this award show. But I also need to like do some research on how the voting is done. It's one thing if it's just done by popularity, or it's a whole thing if they got like a group of person that's involved in the anime industry, so it would actually come from a more credible background in regards to selecting the winners. But yeah, I'm a bit conflicted on Solo Leveling winning, but it's not as egregious to how it was back in the day. It was either 2016 or 2018. My Hero had like a whole sweep of the awards. That show won almost everything and everyone was upset about it. From what I remember, a lot of really good shows came out alongside it. There's quite a number of stuff that I don't really agree with. I think the categories that really stood out for me would be the anime of the year, obviously. I would have given it to either Frieren or Dungeon Meshi. Best original anime going to Ninja Kamui because of how badly it was received by the fans. The best drama thing really annoyed me because I just don't see Frieren as a drama. And the best score going to Solo Leveling. I know it's made by Sawano, who previously worked on Attack on Titan. I would personally give it to Bleach because of what Shiro Sagasu did. That's pretty much it for now. Not really a long video or anything character focused. Just wanted to give my thoughts on the awards because I did a while back on my stream. The main takeaway from this would be don't use recency bias to like influence your decisions, especially when it comes to voting on something. And yeah, that's just me. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, and take care.